The classroom fell silent. Everybody turned to look at her. They all gulped and didn't so much as budge so as not to draw attention. Everyone watched her pull her chair out and sit down, and then they slowly continued with their conversations again. That was the class's unspoken rule. She transferred to our school 4 months earlier, and ever since then, strange things started happening in our class. "Good morning, Tokiko-chan." "Oh, good morning." Tokiko-chan, the transfer student, said in a gentle tone. She was my only friend in this class. "You look well today. I'm glad." Who was it that created this rule, and when? I think it all began when I spoke to her. On this particular day, a large typhoon was approaching, so school ended just before lunch. No school lunch today, huh? I thought as I sat in a piece of equipment at the park on my way home. As time passed, the rain and wind got stronger. Even if I go back home now, I won't be able to get inside. I let out a big sigh, and then I heard a voice from behind saying, "There you are." "Ah, Tokiko-chan. Is something bothering you? Then I'll give you this. It's a protective charm," she said, and then handed me an empty plastic bottle and black candle from her handbag. "Use them if something bad happens. First, you have to collect some rainwater." I see. Thanks. Tokiko-chan smiled and then left to go home in the worsening rain. Right, I need to gather some rainwater. One day, shortly after we'd become friends. As we were getting ready to go home after classes for the day were done, some girls came to talk to me. "Hey, do you want to go home with us today?" I'd never really spoken to them before, but maybe I could use this opportunity to make some friends. I left the classroom with them, my chest filled with faint hope. Before long we passed by the park and they asked if I wanted to play. Happily, I answered right away. "Okay." I had no idea what was about to happen. "You really stink. All your clothes are so old and falling apart. You're so dirty. Do something about it. We don't want people to think we're the same as you." The more abuse they hurled at me, the worse I felt. But it's not my fault. I couldn't say anything in return, and I kept repeating what they said over and over in my head. Several days later, the teacher came in with a dark look on their face and said they had something to talk about during the morning meeting. It seemed the girls who said mean things to me had suffered an accident. Several people murmured in worried voices. But I wasn't worried. On the contrary, I was actually quite pleased. That story Tokiko-chan told me, it was true. That night, I confirmed that my parents were asleep. Then I grabbed the plastic bottle in my room and made my way towards the kitchen. I put the rainwater into a pot and then waited for it to bubble. With the boiling water in the pot, I quietly returned to my room. I put the pot down on my desk, and then I took the black candle out from the back of my drawer. All right, everything's ready. As long as I do it the same as last time, everything will be fine. I once more started what Tokiko-chan had taught me. One night, a few days later, several strangers came to my house. My sincerest condolences. My homeroom teacher came to my parents' wake and bowed his head deeply towards my relatives. Fighting back tears, I quietly stood in front of the photo of my parents. Seeing me standing there like that, not a single grown-up approached me to talk. My aunts whispered about something in the kitchen, but I wasn't interested in it. I slowly looked up and then opened my mouth. I'm honestly so glad you're not here anymore. My lips gradually loosened and let forth all the feelings I had bottled up. Happiness surged through me like giant waves, and I laughed as though I'd lost my mind.